Welcome to our client update section with me, Bethan James. I'm going to start off by taking you through the results of our ethical survey and then through the results of our annual client survey. And thank you to anyone who took part in these surveys. I will finish off by telling you about our Thomas & Thomas news since our last masterclass. So back in February, we sent out our ethical survey to our pro-ethical clients. And we use this online survey to better understand the collective red lines our clients refuse to cross. We began with our negative screen. These are areas that we know the fund houses tend to screen out and cover in their own ethical policies. We asked our clients to score these topics. As you can see, we have alcohol, tobacco, animal welfare, animal testing, pornography, poor human rights, child labour, oppressive regimes, unsustainable timber and illegal deforestation, nuclear power, armaments, gambling, genetic engineering and fossil fuels. We then asked our clients to score them from 0 to 3, with 0 being not important at all and 3 being very important. Now, as you can see, the most important was collectively scored as poor human rights, child labour and oppressive regimes. This was followed by unsustainable timber and deforestation, with pornography in 3rd place. This was different from last year, as tobacco has always been in our top 3 concerns for our clients. The least important were alcohol, nuclear power and genetic engineering. We then went on to ask about positive screening, which are areas our clients' investments could make a positive impact or contribution to help combat a particular concern. So we asked clients to score these areas. Again, you can see we have climate change, air pollution, sustainable forestry, ocean waste and social housing projects. As you can see, the results are very close apart from social housing, which was the least important. The most important area was ocean waste, which was also the most important area last year. And climate change came second, with sustainable forestry close behind. In this survey, we also had a comments box for each section and we had a wide variety of responses, and it was really heartwarming to see how many clients were concerned for their fellow humans and animals, and there was definitely a change in views this year, and we had more comments on nuclear power, armaments and fossil fuels. So next I'm going to take you through our annual survey. So we sent this out via email to all of our clients in May to ask their views on a broad range of our service offerings and experiences. Now, the first few questions we asked were about service to our clients. The first question centred on exactly that. We asked, how have you found our service to you this year? And as you can see, around 94% of clients answered excellent, with around 6% selecting good. And we had no client select a negative response. But we also had a comment section where there were some lovely responses such as exceptional service and lovely as always. The next question we asked was, does your annual review satisfy everything that you feel you need to know for the year about your finances? Once again, we received the most positive responses with around 85% answered perfect, 15% answered good, and there were no negative responses. And again, we had many encouraging comments such as the quarterly reviews have been very informative and reassuring. We went on to ask, how confident would you be to invest new money into the markets right now? And as you can see, 50% were neutral, with around 9% very confident and around 19% confident. Our nervous and very nervous section did increase from last year to around 22%, and this is a notable decline in investor sentiment and does make sense in the current environment. Our last question about our service was, how good are we at getting back to you when you contact us? Now, this was encouraging, with around 96% ticking excellent and the rest ticking good, with no negative responses selected. Our next set of questions were about our podcast and our e-meetings. We asked, have you listened to our quarterly exclusive Thomas & Thomas podcast yet? And just over 50% of clients ticked yes, and this was really good to hear. We then asked, have you tried our e-meeting annual review yet? And around 18 respondents said yes, they had tried it. And the comments included very informative and interesting. And we feel at Thomas & Thomas it is a clear element of our our annual review that is working well for certain clients. Our last question was interesting as clients were torn between the answers and we had many lovely comments. We asked if you had to choose, which would be the most important to you in terms of our progression? Would it be taking on more staff, winning awards for our service, or additional qualifications? So almost 15% of clients opted for more staff, about 40% opted for more awards, and around 45% opted for more qualifications. And many clients agonised in the comments as they felt both qualifications and awards made the difference. We had so many comments from this question, but here are a few of my favourite comments. And I think I would have to say my favourite one is that more staff would give you, but we think Darren, a better chance to take a much deserved longer break to get away from the office and relax, which I think we can all agree that's a brilliant idea. So to summarise our annual surveys, I think clients are clearly happy with their Thomas & Thomas experience, and we will endeavour to try our best to keep our service to this standard. Before I leave you, I wanted to tell you about our Thomas & Thomas news. Since our last masterclass, we have had our lovely Teleri join us as a trainee financial planner after finishing her degree in business. We have also won 2 awards. We won the Schroders UK Platform Awards and the New Model Advisor Firm of the Year. We have also had 2 of our annual beach cleans at Newgale Beach. This year we had around 8 bags of rubbish, which was less than the year before when we had around 10 bags. And we thoroughly enjoy our beach cleans and love meeting our clients. It is also rather nice to get out of the office while doing some good for the environment. And I want to say a huge thank you to those who have joined us for those beach cleans. And last but not least, I want to tell you about the great qualifications we have achieved since our last masterclass. We have been very busy here at Thomas & Thomas, and as you can see, we have gained an amazing 9 qualifications between us. Darren has gained a new qualification in ethical and artificial intelligence. Teleri has gained qualifications in the treatment of vulnerable customers, ESG and sustainable investment advice, financial protection, UK financial services regulation and ethics. And myself, I have gained qualifications in pensions administration, pension income options, retirement income planning and discretionary investment management. So I really hope that you have enjoyed, and thank you so much for listening to my presentation.